Hey YouTube, happy Thursday. It's been a while since I've been on this platform. Between going from one media to the other, I just recently lost access to my Facebook and my Instagram, so it gives me a reason to come back onto YouTube again and start doing these videos all over again. So my thought for today, being Thursday, leading into Thanksgiving, this whole month of being grateful. As a believer, I think our worship is one of the ways that we express our love for God, because it allows for us to lift our voices up to God. You know, that through His voice, through His written word, we're able to be made in His image. That we bring creation to creativity, like in the sense that we are the concept of His image, because He calls us to be image bearers, which means we represent what His DNA, what His fingerprint is all about, right? Because each of us are not the same, but our voices are collectively can come together to be the same. Like, we can be in the same mindset, we can be in the same tune, that have the same heart, you know, to look at God and say, God, you're amazing. You know, that we minister to God as God ministers to us, in the sense that our worship is what He inhabits in. It says that in Psalms that He inhabits the praises of His people. You know, we as the children of God get to be His people, right? We can be like Joshua and his mighty men marching around the city of Jericho, and that through our praises we can make walls fall down. You know, we can be like Paul and Silas, you know, that we can pray even if we are in bondage. You know, like, it doesn't have to be in a corporate setting in a building where other believers can see what we're doing, but it's that lifestyle of what we're doing. Why do we do the things we do? We can have peace in the storms when life does not make sense. And who can say nowadays that peace and storms are still not happening? I feel every day like there's a new battle, and there's some battles that I'm just not continually winning. But, you know, I have to say it, my pastor's right. You know, it's about the journey. It's about the growth. It's about the pruning. It's about the tearing away for the new things to come. And that's what worship does. It sometimes will play that one worship song that just hits you deeper because you've been so much in pain. You know, Psalms 51 is all about David crying out while he's in pain. You know, and sometimes that's what worship can do. It can help you release what you have been contempt under, right? So think about it this week. As you're worshiping, as you're thinking, as you're praising, or as you're praying, just realize that your prayer, your worship go hand in hand, but it always starts with a lifted up hand. So lift yourself up, encourage yourself. And if you're not sure, even just play a song and let the words minister to you. You know, Waymaker by Lee Waymaker is one of my favorite songs. You know, and it's sung by, like, you know, other songs like Carrie Job with The Blessing, which is based on Numbers 6:25, talking about, you know, like, through your children, through the generations, through whatever, you're going to be blessed. You may not see it, you may not believe it, you may not know when it's happening, but when you're singing, it allows it to happen, because you're creating an atmosphere for God's presence to manifest, for God's essence to grow, and your awareness to be aware that He is there, and He's always been there. So allow yourself this week to know that worshiping is not perfectly singing, but it's perfectly praising, knowing the reason why you praise.